So hello guys, welcome back to Algots, and today we would be discussing another interesting question, and the question name is optimal strategy for a game, right? So first let us understand the question. In this question we are given an array of size n. The array contains integers and every element of the array represents a coin value, right? Say v1, v2 and up to vn, right? Now we have to play a game in an alternate way, and the game is that in every move the player selects either the first coin or the last coin present currently, right? So we can pick the first coin or we can pick the last coin in every move, and then the turn would be of the other player and then back to us, and so on. It will continue alternatively, right? Okay, so now what we have to do is we need to determine the maximum amount of money which we can get if we start first, right? Okay, so and the constraints to this question are that the number of test cases can be up to 100 and the array length can be up to 100 as well, right? So the first click in the mind is that whenever we are trying to pick a coin, we pick the coin with the maximum value every time. But now if you consider a case where you have four coins, and say these coins have value 8, 15, 3 and 7. Okay, now if you start first you will pick a coin with value 8, right? So we get 8 value. Now the other player turns and he is left with 15, 3, 7. So he selects 15. Now again back to your turn and you are left with 3, 7. So you will select 7 and then the next player would select 3. So here you get 15 whereas the other player gets a value of 18, right? But say if you would not have gone greedy and you would have selected 7 first, then the other player would have been left with the choices 8, 15 and 3, right? And let's say he would have picked 8, right? And now you would have been left with 15 and 3, so you could select 15 and then 3 would go to this player. So in this case you get a value of 22 whereas the other player gets a value of 11. So not going greedy in this case, we are getting the maximum value, right? So greedy is not the approach for this question. Okay, so let us discuss every possible case and try to get to the solution, right? Okay, so now let's say we have an array a1, a2, a3, a4 up to an, right? And now let us say I am considering a particular subarray of it, let's say from this value to some value in this array, right? I and j, we have set the pointers and we are considering for this subarray right now. Okay, so now what two options I have is that if I pick the coin with value ai, then the other player would either pick the I plus 1th coin or he will pick the jth coin. Now if he picks the I plus 1th coin, I will have to select from the subarray I plus 2 comma j, right? And if he selects the jth coin, now I would be left with the subarray I plus 1 to j minus 1. Now the other player would select the coin in such a way that I would get the minimum of these options, right? Since every player would be trying to maximize himself and minimize the other, right? So he would pick the coin in such a way that I get minimum of these, right? Okay, and the other possibility for me is that I pick the coin with value aj, right? And then the subarray left for the other player is from I to j minus 1. So either he can pick the ith coin, then I would be left with the subarray I plus 1 and j minus 1, or he would pick the j minus 1th coin and I would be left with the subarray I and j minus 2, and similarly he would pick the coin in such a way that I get minimum option ahead. Okay, so my first option was this and second option was this, And since I also need to maximize my value, I would be choosing such an option that gives me the maximum value. So my answer would be maximum of option 1 and option 2, right? So this is the recurrence relation we have built by considering every possibility for a particular subarray from I to j, right? So now we can implement this recurrence relation in a 2D matrix. We can apply a 2D dynamic programming approach. We would be filling that 2D matrix diagonally, right? And then our final answer would be contained in dp of 0 and n minus 1, right? We would be using this recurrence relation only, right? Okay, so now let's try that over the case 8, 15, 3 and 7, right? Okay, so I have built a matrix here of size 4 cross 4, and let's write the indexes 0, 1, 2 and 3. Here also 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now for the cases where I is less than j in this matrix, there is no possibility, right? Since we do not have any subarray where I is greater than j, sorry, right? Okay, so for these subarrays we would be having maximum value 0. So let us fill all the cells having I greater than j with value 0. Okay, so we fill all these values as 0, right? Okay, coming to this diagonal, the first diagonal which we are going to fill, in this diagonal I is equal to j, right? Which means that there is only one element. So in the case when there is only one element, we would be picking the same element only, and the next player would not get any turn, right? So the answer to these cases would be that element itself, right? So 8, 15, 3 and 7. Okay, so now what we would be doing is we would first fill this diagonal, then we would fill this diagonal, and then we would reach here, right? Okay, so let's just erase this and then start filling. Okay, now when I come here, ij value is 0 and 1. So now option 1 is to select the ith element, which means a of 0, which is 8, and then recurs for I plus 2 comma j and I plus 1 comma j minus 1. So I plus 1 comma j minus 1 gives me 0, and I plus 2 comma j gives me 0. So minimum of 0 and 0 is 0. So 8 plus 0, it becomes 8. Now coming to the next part, option 2 for me is to pick the coin with value at the jth index, which is a1, which is 15. So 15 plus, for this option I had to recurse for I comma j minus 2 and I plus 1 comma j minus 1, right? So I comma j minus 2 is an invalid index, so we would be filling 0 for here, and I plus 1 comma j minus 1 is 0, right? So minimum of 0 and 0 is 0, so we get 15. So we fill the value 15 here. Now coming to this cell, here I comma j is 1 comma 2, right? Okay, so option 1 is to get the element with value I, ai, right, which is a1, so it is 15 plus minimum of I plus 2 comma j and I plus 1 comma j minus 1, right? So I plus 1 comma j minus 1 gives me 0, and I plus 2 comma j gives me 0, right? So it is minimum of 0 and 0, which is 0, so it becomes 15. And option 2 is to pick the coin at the index j, which is 2 here. So a2 is 3, so 3 plus minimum of I comma j minus 2 and I plus 1 comma j minus 1. So I plus 1 comma j minus 1 is 0, we just noticed, and I comma j minus 2 is also 0. So minimum of 0 and 0 is 0, so it becomes 3, and the maximum of both these options, it is 15, right? Okay, now coming to this part, here I is 2 and j is 3. So the first option is to pick the coin with value at index 2, which is 3, right? And then C for I plus 2 comma j and I plus 1 comma j minus 1. So I plus 2 comma j goes out of bounds, so it is 0, and I plus 1 comma j minus 1 gives me 0. So minimum of 0 and 0, it is 0. So option 1 becomes 3. Now option 2 is to consider the coin at index 3, which was 7, right? And then C for I comma j minus 2, which gives me 0, and I plus 1 comma j minus 1, which again gives 0. So minimum of 0 and 0 is 0, so 7. So the maximum of both these options, it becomes 7. Okay, now let's fill the next diagonal, which is this one, right? Okay, coming at this position I comma j, it is 0 comma 2, right? Okay, so what I can do is I can select the coin at the index 0, which is 8, and then C for I plus 1 j minus 1, which is 15, and I plus 2 comma j, which is 3. So minimum of both of these, so 8 plus 3, it becomes 11, and the other choice is to pick the value at the index 2, which is 3, and then C for I plus 1 comma j minus 1, which is 15, and I comma j minus 2, right, which is 8. Okay, so 3 plus 8 becomes 11, so we fill the value 11 here, right? Okay, coming to this cell, we have I as 1 and j as 3. So I can pick the coin at index 1, which is 15, right? And then minimum of I plus 1 comma j minus 1, which is 3, and I plus 2 comma j, which gives me 7, right? So this option becomes 18, and the other option is to pick the coin with at index 3, which is 7, right? And then C for I plus 1 comma j minus 1, which is 3, and I comma j minus 2, which is 15, right? So it gives me 10, right? So I would be filling maximum of both these options, so the value at this position becomes 18. Coming to our last cell, we have I comma j as 0 comma 3, which was the complete array actually, which for which we had to calculate the answer, right? So what we can do is we can pick the coin with at index 0, which was 8, right? And then C for I plus 1 comma j minus 1, which gives 15, and I plus 2 comma j, which gives 7. So minimum of both of these is 7, so we get an option of 15. And coming to the next option, we can pick the coin at index 3, which has a value 7, right? And then C for I plus 1 comma j minus 1, which again is 15 here, and I comma j minus 2, which is 15 again. So minimum of 15 and 15 is 15, so it becomes 22, right? So maximum of both these values is 22, right? So using this relation which we built here, we are getting the correct answer 22, as we had calculated earlier, right? So we have completed this question using a 2D DP approach, and to fill this 2D dynamic 2D matrix, we have used this recurrence relation. So I hope you have understood the solution. If you have any doubts or queries, please comment out in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.